So, as you can see, all the parts are now down to clean metal, no rust or paint. But before moving on, I want to talk about the cleaning process, because this was my first time trying out the laser cleaning attachment on the MetalFab, and it actually surprised me. Watching the rust and paint just evaporize under the laser is mesmerizing. Now, this is an amazing tool, but I didn't use it on everything. The main limitation comes from the safety system. This wheel at the bottom of the handpiece has to stay pressed against the surface, and is basically like a switch and is there for a good reason. So for large flat parts it works very well, it's fast, it gets into all the nooks and crannies, and you don't risk removing any of the base material because you can adjust the laser strength very precisely. This laser really shines on flat surfaces, I think especially with sheet metal application and something like car restoration. I feel like this is where this makes a lot of sense, because you can remove rust and paint without affecting the underlying material, and you're working with flat and large areas. Now, I've seen people bypass the safety feature to use it more freely, and while that would definitely make it more versatile, I don't recommend it. The MetalFab is a very powerful laser, and it only takes one mistake, so if you're using something like this, be mindful, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. And I definitely don't want to promote an unsafe use of machines like this. So overall, I really liked using the laser for the kind of application where it makes sense, and I'll definitely keep using it for that. And now that everything is clean, there are still a few things to fix, blades to sharpen, and then a fresh coat of paint before we can move on to reassembly. So let's get back to work, and I'll catch you at the end of the video. Alright, as you can see, the shear now works great. I'm not exactly sure what are the limits of this model in terms of thickness or shapes, but it went through 6mm plate and 14mm solid square bar like butter, so it's definitely a strong one. Now, for my setup, I usually machine custom T-nuts for the cube, and that involves quite a bit of machining, but this time I wanted to try a different approach. So instead of machining everything from solid, I cut the parts directly from plate using the xTool laser CNC, and this way I can get the exact shape of the T-profile and cut all the holes at the same time. Then, after a quick cleanup, I welded everything together using the laser welder and also welding on a nut, so there's no need for tapping. So this project ended up being a mix of processes. I used the MetalFab for laser cleaning, CNC cutting for the T-nuts and also the blade spacer, and laser welding to assemble the T-nuts. And I have to say, it was a lot of fun to experiment with, and it really shows where a system like the MetalFab makes sense. It's not about replacing every tool in the workshop, but the versatility is a big advantage, and you can cover a lot of different operations with one setup, especially for one-off parts and custom work like this. And with that, this restoration is finally complete. The shear is now solidly mounted on the cube, and of course I ended up using the same paint as the rest of the tools on the cube to keep everything of the same color. One last thing I want to mention, the handle is definitely overkill for my setup. I'm planning to use the shear mostly on hot metal, so I don't really need that much leverage. And it's also quite heavy and a bit awkward to use in this configuration, so I probably make a shorter one to make it more practical on the cube. The long handle makes perfect sense for its original use, so cold cutting on the ground, but not so much here. So stay tuned for that. I might do a short video about making a new handle. And anyway, I'll see you very soon in another project video. So thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.